What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to the NFL playoffs. We are in the divisional round, where me and Shroud just popped
What's
off.
good?
Popped off, 5-1.
Hey, bro, I could have been popping off with my fucking team on my back, but guess what, bro? The only loss I got was my own team,
The only loss I had was the last game of the fucking wild card weekend, dude. I was 5-0.
bro. Fucking
The Viking, bro. I'm never trusting the Vikings ever again in the playoffs.
why would you?
I thought
Like,
they could be the 10-7 team whose offense looked like shit the last month of the season, but okay. You know, whatever. You know?
you can't have everything, man.
Nope. You can't have everything, and so can't the Vikings fans and the Vikings organization as a whole. All right, so
Facts.
I thought winning 14 games, meant, pretty good luck for the wild card, but this is not the case. But we're on to the divisional round. Like I said, there's only 4 games that we're going to review, so we're going to give as much analysis as possible. Try not to hold you here too long, but get our picks in. So, without further ado, here we go. We got 2 Saturday games, 2 Sundays, starting with first Saturday game. Texans at the 1-seeded Kansas City Chiefs.
Now, we talked about this a little bit, like last night a couple of times. We talked about the games a little bit. We didn't try to go a little bit too much because we wanted to save our thoughts for the video.
I don't want to give a spoiler of like who I'm picking for each game either. So let's not do that.
Okay, but like let's go over what we think so far. Like I'm thinking, okay, right? So for Texas, like offense looking a little good. Like offense is looking better. That game, it shows like regular season doesn't really show the full picture.
It really doesn't. And you knew the Houston Texans could be a threat in the playoffs, like they did last year. They showed that.
You saw what the defense was doing to the fucking. Oh, who they play?
Chargers.
Who they play first round?
Chargers and four picks.
Yeah, Chargers could not do anything with that defense coming at them. Like their O-line's fucking blew shit.
Yep.
He was getting sacked almost every play. Like Texans were answering back with their own touchdown. Like
receivers couldn't catch anything. They were dropping them into other defenders.
Hey, say what you want about CJ in the regular season, but I promise you, out of like most of like quarterbacks in this league, he will not disappoint with a good run. So
absolutely not.
And with
this game's gonna be close, especially with how the offense has been looking for the Chiefs.
Hold up, I gotta speak for both teams.
Of course.
For the Chiefs, of course they have been dominating. Undeniably, they've been dominating playoffs for the last like 4 seasons. I'd say so. So I mean. Obviously, you know what they're going to bring. They're the 1 seed. They're going to bring a good game in the table. But they have not been looking that good in the regular season, despite their record. Based on, like, other like, quarterbacks' is like, stats and stuff. Like, statistically, he's probably one of the worst. But, this game's a team game, and I can't really discredit quarterback that hard.
Talk about Joe Mixon, too. Absolutely, really, really good running back to close games for the Texans if they're up.
Joe Mixon,
very reliable.
Joe Mixon's there if you need him, and he'll probably show up for this game too because this is go big or go home. Yep. So I mean, let's hope for them. But I do believe that this might get a lot of people mad, and I'm probably gonna get clowned if they do lose. But I do think this is the Chiefs. This is the Chiefs stop here. Like this is the Chiefs pit stop here.
I don't think they're not repeating.
I don't think they rev their engines on any longer. They're not gonna start going for a 3-peat. This is where they stop. And I do believe CJ, despite being a rookie, is gonna defy odds and take over this game.
I believe the Chiefs have been in 6 or 7 straight AFC Championships in those last years. And this is where it ends. The Texans get it done.
This is where it ends. This will probably be the first time in like 5 seasons the Chiefs will get out of.
We saw it in the college football playoffs this year. Honestly, maybe you don't want a bye week. Because those teams were rusty in college. And they all lost. Every team with a bye week lost. That means 4 bye week teams all lost at home. That weekend.
It could translate to NFL. Who
It could
knows,
so you get an extra week of rest. That's great. And you get to be further in the playoffs than most teams, right? With that 1 seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think you want to be playing football the whole time. You could risk losing, but you could also risk being rusty for like a whole half of the next game. And with this,
very true.
The Chiefs' offense that we've seen this season, I don't like where it's going.
I believe so as well. I don't think any credit should go towards them, and I do think that some of the wins that the Chiefs having kind of are controversial.
Very defensive and special teams. A lot of that has to do with those wins. Like the blocking the field goal. The other team just fumbling the ball at the end of the game. The pass interferences.
Yep.
You feel like that luck is just not gonna go the entire season. And the fact that you've had that much luck, it's just not. It doesn't correlate with me. I think.
It really doesn't.
And they're really going for a 3-peat here, right? So I feel like every team is just gonna want to take this team down. I think the run ends with the momentum the Texans have. Give me the Houston Texans in the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm. But I do think this game will be one of the best games of this playoff division as well. I do think this game will be a lot closer than some of the other matchups in my opinion, but we'll not go too much into it. I'll just stop it right there, and yeah, this game will probably be number 1 on my watch.
Yeah, I think this is definitely. I think this might be the second closest game of this week, if not maybe the closest. Maybe the closest, but very very well could be the closest. All right. Next Saturday game.
Commanders. Okay, let me just say right now.
Yep.
Very, very good win. Very good win to the Commanders.
Absolutely.
I'm not too mad because if it was any other team, I'd probably be crying right now. But the Commanders.
What a happy.
Really. What a good win by them. What a happy team they've been having.
What a very likable organization now. Like you're almost rooting for this organization.
Yeah, I saw the game. I saw the team reactions. Like the coaches, they're very like fresh. They weren't really like the team looked like they wanted to win, and I'm happy.
Absolutely.
For that. But I'm also mad that my Bucks lost because we just got scapegoated off of a playoff appearance, and now we're back to square one. But you can't really win them all, and I'm glad it was a close game, but it is what it is. We're moving on. Commanders, the very good team. Like offense is looking sharp, defense looking really good too. Lions, I mean, I always gotta show non-biased to both teams. Yeah. Non-biased. This team's probably one of the best in the league. Really good offense, really good defense. The coach just makes it 10 times better with the 4th down calls. They show no fear on any down at all, and that's really good for your team because if you're struggling on these fourth downs in the middle of the quarter, and you're like, and your coach is struggling what to do, kick the field goal, go for it. You always gotta have a guy like that, like with the authentic to just make decisions like that.
The confidence in your players going for it and almost always getting it. So good.
You gotta have a guy that's thinking outside the box, like a coach like that. Like coaches that don't really go for the norms. They just do what they.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You gotta respect the team that doesn't play football the way people play it.
Yeah. Just goes outside the rational decision making and the normal way of thinking about football. They have a creative way, and how they do it is expressing themselves through fucking foot play and actually getting the downs for yourself instead of settling for 3 points. You know what I mean?
Pretending to fumble the ball verbally is so funny. What a funny trick play. Have you seen that trick play?
Yeah, I saw it. They're very creative. They're very authentic. They're very confident. They're very brave. you can't hate the Lions, and if you hate the Lions, obviously you just don't want them to win. It's okay.
This is very much the team that I think everyone agrees it's their time. It's their time this year.
Yeah.
But like I said, bye week can be very scary. But there's a difference between the Chiefs and the Lions.
Yeah.
Is that the Lions have a very small bye week. Like, they have a normal bye week. The Chiefs didn't play meaningful football week 18. So they're out for, like, they haven't played since Christmas, meaningful football. They're not, you know what that means? So
I see what you're saying.
The Lions' last meaningful game was Sunday night for the 1 seed. And they fucking, they absolutely prevailed in that game. We don't have to talk about that. But yeah, so they, even a shorter bye week since they played Sunday night. So they shouldn't be too rusty. If I had to guess.
They won't be rusty, especially with that head coach.
Dan Campbell's going to get them in the mindset instantly.
And shit. Like they're probably not resting right now. They're probably out practicing as we speak. But
yeah,
it really goes to show how fired this team is, and I can see the upset, but this team is way too in. They're
in it. They want it. They want this Lombardi. They're chasing it.
They want it.
I think they want it more than any team this year.
They want it. They want it. They want it a lot. The Commanders do it too. That's why I'm saying if the Commanders somehow pull off an upset, I won't be mad. But I don't see it happening with the Lions as they are right now.
Yeah, I'm. Let me do my talking. I'm happy about what the Washington Commanders have done. I think they have a bright future with that rookie quarterback. What a great upset in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But I think this is. It's just written in the script. It just feels like Commanders are done this season. Lions are going to keep going.
Yeah.
And I just think they're not going to be able to keep up also with the Lions offense and how much they've been scoring.
Way too overpowered. Way too powered, man. That's
very overpowered team. Probably one of the most deserving 1 seeds I've seen in the last 10 years. So, yeah, easy pick for me. And now we move on to Sunday.
Rams and Eagles. I want to talk about this game. Rams.
Yep.
Very good win last round with the Vikings.
Yep, they beat the fraudulent Vikings.
You exposed them and saw them for what they are. Sam Donald, get the fuck out. 9 times.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with what the Rams did. They made me look like an absolute idiot because I picked the Vikings, but I'm not too convinced still. The Eagles didn't really convince me either, but they did beat the Packers. They moved on. We know what the team can be. We know what the Eagles can absolutely be. They won 10 games straight in the season.
Here's my thing. Before I got interrupted.
Yep.
It's a flip up between these teams. It's kind of like a coin flip. I don't really know
it's a coin flip?
very well. I don't know. I don't know very well because like you just said right now, these two haven't really convinced themselves that they're ready for
well, in this playoffs. I don't know.
Eagles are undeniably way hotter, way more complete than the Rams in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But I see the Rams.
You don't know what the Rams can. Yeah, we don't know.
Easily, Rams can easily upset this, and I can definitely see it. That's why I'm saying
they can.
Eagles can very well. Hurts could very well have one of the worst games of his life. You know what I mean?
I just haven't seen everyone the hypotheticals about the Rams and what they can be. We have not seen that all season. This would be a great time to show it, but until I see it, I'm picking the Eagles here.
Yeah, I'm saying I just.
But I could you could see through what everyone said the Rams could be this season. It took a while to get it going, but
it's the playoffs. I can't go off hypotheticals right now. The Eagles are just way too complete. Hurts is having a really good season. He started off a little bit.
Saquon Barkley, bro.
He started off a little bit, man, but he's moving with his pieces. You can't deny the success he's had.
No, you can't deny the success of the Eagles.
He's having a really good season right
now.
Even
with Jason Kelce retiring, you thought this team was gonna kind of fall off a little bit too.
No.
And they have a better record than last year. I mean, my God.
and especially going against like the inconsistent Rams. It just writes for itself. I wouldn't be mad if the Rams won, but
Three
I
years
don't see it.
ago, 3 years ago, a team beat the Vikings in the wild card round. A Vikings team with 13 plus wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those were the New York Giants. You remember that?
I don't think I
Daniel
do.
Jones beat Kirk Cousins, and the Vikings got upset in the first round.
That's
I think it'll be kind of the same fate here. I don't know. I trust the Eagles way more. I trust their defense more. I trust their offense more.
Their team is just way more like they.
Like, I feel sorry for the Rams, but they're just way more stacked.
They just proven more.
A lot more reliable players who can get it done for the team too.
I so much agree. Like,
All
I
right.
agree.
All right, we moved to our final game. Maybe the most talked about game of this week,
Yeah.
because you have two MVP frontrunners in this game. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills, Sunday night. What more could you ask for? A team that is hungry to show some playoff success. Hungry to get back to the AFC Championship. Team versus a team that is hungry to be in a fucking Super Bowl for the first time.
Okay.
Actually, both of these teams are chasing a Super Bowl appearance, because none of them have been in one yet.
I'm liking this. All right. So here's what I like.
We're talking about a running back who wants to be in the Super Bowl, dude. We're talking. I mean, what more could you ask for in this game?
This storyline. All I'm gonna here's what I'll say first. This storyline's looking interesting. That's what I'll say right now. Now what I'm gonna say now is I'm not gonna say my pick until like the very end. I'm gonna wait. Let's keep the suspense going. We're not gonna say our picks until like the very end of our conversation. Let's talk about this first.
A team that beat the Chiefs on a game-winning drive, and a team that lost to the Chiefs by a toe, man. Like these are close teams.
All right. Let me talk about Ravens real quick. Ravens been getting a lot of hate. Ravens been getting a lot of inconsistencies, like the season looking a little shaky. People didn't really think the Ravens were gonna do anything.
Yeah, because they started 0-2.
Yeah, they started 0-2, then they started winning, then they started losing, then they started winning. Like they kind of went like on and off.
They're a roller coaster team.
Yeah, they're a roller coaster, but Lamar. Again, inconsistencies. Like people been doubting Lamar ever since he got drafted. Yep. I'm saying right now, ever since he got drafted, he's been trashed. This might be. Listen, if Lamar wins this, I'm gonna say both teams, but if Lamar wins this, he might make a run. He might go to the bowl.
I agree.
If he wins,
I can agree with that. I think if he wins, he can make. I think he'll make it to the Super Bowl. I think whatever team wins this does get in the Super Bowl. Okay.
Now I gotta show my non-bias. All right, Bills again. I didn't believe the hype at first. I didn't believe the Bills were gonna be that good.
Dude, I literally didn't think they'd make the playoffs. I feel so dumb.
I didn't believe they were that good. Like Josh Allen Glaze, we were trashing on it. But now I'm opening my eyes a little bit, looking at the games, and I'm like, maybe they're not lying. Josh Allen's looking really good right now. His season's looking a little good. A little good is an understatement. He's doing really good right now, securing like a IC like 12 or something. Like what was the record he had?
What was their record? They went 13.
Yeah, what was their...
They went 14, 13 and 4, I think. 14 and 3.
13 and 4. Yeah. Really good season. Really good regular season. Showing off, and they don't show like they're falling off in playoffs too. So Josh Allen, really good team. I'm in my opinion, it's Super Bowl caliber.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're not my favorite, but like they're really good. I can't deny their success, and they're really good. So,
yeah.
I mean, I forgot what I picked. I think I picked Ravens here. But honestly, I think I'm going with my gut, and I'm choosing Lamar because I strongly believe that he'll pull it off here. That's what I think. And it's not going off based off who's better, because these teams, in my opinion, they're fairly equal based on when it matters.
I agree, but there's also a disagreement there. So the last
What?
time the Bills and Ravens played was Week 4, which was a long time ago, right? But the Ravens
Yeah.
absolutely blew them out, and it started with the running game. The running game is the big difference why the Ravens can be dangerous versus why they weren't dangerous last year in the playoffs. They had no running game outside Lamar Jackson. Now they got Derrick Henry. They got a running game. They absolutely, I mean, they just embarrassed the Steelers last week, showing that they now can have playoff success with that fully, I wouldn't say fully healthy, but fully like capable team where they actually have running game now. They have a running back, and that's Derrick Henry. And that's the difference for me. That's the difference for me. As much as good as the Bills have been, I mean, I could see anybody winning this, right?
Listen, I can fully get around that, bro. I can fully get around that.
I could see anybody winning this game. It's gonna be probably the closest one of the week.
I just think that the like Lamar with his weapons and stuff, I just think he can pull it off.
I think that's just the difference. It's a very small margin of difference, but I think that extra player, that extra threat to worry about on defense every snap of the game is what's going to put the Ravens on top here.
Oh, for sure, bro. For sure. For sure, bro. For sure.
Man. And you know, you really I could also give another factor. The Bills defense in the playoffs every year has not lived up to what they have done in the regular season, meaning they can't be trusted in playoffs. So that's another reason I also picked the Ravens. You know?
You're going off the past and you're going off past experiences based on their.
A lot of, I mean, it's a pattern. Like, I mean, you've seen how much points that the Bills give up every season in the playoffs, and you're like, oh God. I mean, they even like gave up like 30 to like backup quarterbacks in the playoffs. Like, it scared me. I mean, they won those games, but it scared me.
I completely get it, bro. I completely get it.
That's why
like, it gets scared at times, you know.
No, yeah, I mean, and I think that's gonna be our picks here.
Yeah.
So, what I was talking about before we started recording, Shroud, when I said, what exactly did I say about like your picks? I was oh boy.
You said something about my picks and stuff, and there was like something you wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I said, guess what? Right? Yeah, we have the same picks. All the same picks. No disagreement.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Would you say this is chalk? Would you say all these games are pretty like, you know, it's pretty obvious who's going to win?
They're pretty well like self-explanatory.
Obviously,
like,
Texans and Chiefs is the only one I'm afraid of. Obviously, yeah. But
yeah, Texans could very well lose that game.
Absolutely. I here's my opinion. So since the video's over and all our picks are in, I think the NFC is chalk. It's going to be the Eagles and Lions in the AFC Championship. Tales all his time. Like I could have predicted this. I did. I predicted this NFC Championship, and before the season even started, I'm like Eagles Lions AFC Championship. It's written in the stars. The teams are just not as good as those two teams. They're the best two teams in the NFC by far. It's chalk. AFC will be close games, way closer. NFC's chalk. That's my prediction. The NFC games are not going to be as close. But the AFC games are going to be very close, very tight. Well, how about this? The AFC games are going to be tighter than the NFC. Easy as that. They're going to be closer games than the NFC. Combined score.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it'll be.
I think there's a lot more competition in the AFC compared to these NFC games. So. A lot of them are more on the same level.
It's hard to choose.
It's hard regardless. We could go 0-4 this week. I wouldn't be too surprised.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I don't see anywhere else like we like fucking pop off or whatever. Like, these games just kind of like express themselves, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, those are going to be your picks, guys. 4 games. Glad to talk about them. Again, there's going to be even less next week. So, we'll see how long these videos can go, how much analysis we can talk about. But thank you guys for watching. Let us know your predictions of each of the final two conference teams in each conference.
Yep.
What am I saying? The final two teams in each conference. Let us know who wins every game. And thank you for watching. Hakuna Matata.
Yep. I'll see y'all later.